to Take 10. I'm Helena, and I'm here with Indigo Klavinoff. She's a local author, and we're here to talk about her book, Every Girl's Guide to College, What I Wish I Knew. Tell us a little bit of yourself.
Well, I am a Boston native. I moved to Southern Utah in 2007, just graduated from college, and I'm here writing a book.
Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about the book. What made you want to write it?
There were so many things that I really wish I would have known, from finding a mentor to how important networking is to, how crazy roommates can be, that I just kind of wanted to clue girls in and give them an approachable way of learning about what college really is and how fun it can also be, in addition to just little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way.
Now, you made a few waves in your college. You started a sorority.
Yes. So I tried to start a sorority at Dixie State. It was definitely a learning experience. I enjoyed all the time that I spent doing it along with the girls that, helped us out. But it was an uphill battle. The college really wanted to portray themselves as, school without a party school image, which is understandable, but I'm all about networking and being a pillar in the community, and I'm all about philanthropy as well. So I wanted to look at the good side of things in addition to, kind of ignoring the stereotypes of possible sorority influences. So
the book does address some of the, party issues of college. It talks about alcohol, parties, socializing. Why is that important to address?
Well, to me, I want to address it because I don't want to pretend like it's not happening. I don't want to pretend like date rape doesn't happen. I don't want to pretend like people aren't hooking up just here and there. I think it's really important that we have candid conversations about sex and drugs and drinking and how to be safe in all of those aspects, whether it be, watching your drink, or whether it be being aware of your situations when you're, on a date. It just needs to be talked about. So I was very, very candid about, my experiences, and I think it's very important to share that experience.
Yeah. It talks a little bit about protecting yourself with sex, with, rape and that kind of stuff. I guess in this community, we kind of tend to ignore it. But it does exist in this college, and colleges everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So. Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, I just don't want to pretend like it doesn't exist. There are multiple, apps that you can hook up with people. Date rape does happen, even in small college campuses. It's something that we need to definitely talk about.
It also talks about academics, how important it is to, do well in school while you're there.
Yeah, I struggled with that portion. I did my best sometimes, but sometimes you happen to fail a class. You're not getting the material, and I think it's all about looking at your options, talking to your professor, just being aware of your options, your resources. And I, as a freshman, didn't even know to, go down to the tutoring center. It didn't even cross my mind. And you should be fine as long as you use your resources.
Nice. It also addresses financials. How do you pay for college and living life on your own without your parents for the first time?
I just honestly am all about budgeting and using resources as well. I love mint.com. It gives you an example of, what you're spending, where it's going, and if you can use, your resources, especially if they're free, as college students, that's all you need, is something that you can just see and it's easy to read, and we don't need to make it more complicated than it really is. But just keep in mind that budgeting and all of that is super important.
Yeah. Okay, so the whole first chapter of the book is tips. One of my favorites is to call your parents. Tell them you love them. Get that little reassurance that they love you. What are some of your favorite tips?
Yeah, well, I like that one as well because I actually was just talking to my mom about it, and I tried to call her as much as I could, with college being so crazy, it's very hard to manage all of your time correctly. But when I talked to her, she's like, yeah, I don't think you called me as much as, I wish you would have, which I totally get. And, to them, you're still their baby, and you need to realize that, and that, they care about you.
So what do you hope to accomplish with this book? How, what kind of audience are you looking to reach, and how are you trying to help them?
Yeah,